All right, getting set up here. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you on this magnificent Monday. It's been a little on the cool side, a warming trend for some of us, but it's going to be a brief warm-up as we have some cooler weather heading our way and an update on the wintry weather heading our way as well. That's all next on Hutch's Weather.
Now, a Hutch's Weather Update with Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson, brought to you by Robert Gibb and Sons.
All right, thanks to you. As always, go ahead and drop me a line. Let me know where you're watching from. And yes, indeed, there's still some indications of some wintry weather heading our way. And we'll have some tastes as we go through the work week as well with weather wiggles, I like to call them, working their way through. So we're going to time all this out, let you know what you have regarding that. And a word to from my sponsors over at Robert Gibb & Sons. They have extended the water heater special. So if you've been thinking at all about replacing that water heater, if you upgrade your furnace system, your heating and air conditioning system to a Bryant one, they're going to throw in the water heater for free. Again, also, if your water heater unit is more than 10 years old, it may just be time to replace it, just for security, efficiency, and energy savings. Give my friends at Robert Gibb & Sons a call and let them know Hutch sent you, would you? All right. Hi, Don. Good to have you on from Fargo. Also joining from McIntosh, Bob and Lori. Thanks so much, Brian, for joining as well. Thursday's snow staying south, question mark? Well, it'll be in the southern half of the valley, and I do have an update on that. Let's get right to the details. Thanks you all. Renee joining from Breckenridge, Minnesota, and I appreciate all of your support as well. As your stars, your support means an awful lot to me. Thanks so very much. Judy, good to have you on from Grand Forks. And Brian, thank you very much for the stars. Again, all of your support is greatly appreciated, and it helps Hutch build the future of Hutch's Weather. Your input helps build the future of Hutch's Weather, and your ideas and feedback make it interactive. So it's kind of a fun experience for me, and I hope it is for you as well. Clayton from Crookston, good to have you on board. Sandy joining from Arizona. Let's talk weather right now. Here's what's going on. Temperatures across the region are warming up. We see the warmest weather out to the west, where we have Bismarck ringing in at 55 degrees. As we look off to the Red River Valley, 37 in Fargo, a little tougher to warm up here. Oh, this is a little big. I'm going to duck out of here. There we go. Duck back in. There we go. This is a little better. Now, temperatures in the 40s for the James River Valley. That includes you in Carrington as well. But as we get into the Red River Valley, a little more crisp here. Look at this. Amaretto, 43. So that warm air is out to the west, like we talked about. A warm front pushing in. There was a chance for some light flurries of snow out in central Minnesota. And we see some evidence of that out there by the Lakes area, the Red Lakes area, 34 degrees in Waskish, 33 for Bemidji this hour. Hi, Amy. Good to have you on. Judy as well. Wondering, super windy in Walhalla. Is it ever going to quit? We have some windy and wild weather ahead. There'll be some breaks in the wind, but I'll highlight that for you here in just a bit. Denise, thanks again for joining. Angela in Larimore, as well as Amy in Cooperstown, and Marion from Bismarck, North Dakota State Capital. Good to have you on board. How about Winkler? Winkler, you say? Well, we got 46 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. For those of you wondering, and look at the warmth in Grafton as well. So it's warmer in Grafton, it's warmer in Langdon, and it's warmer in Valhalla than it is in Fargo-Moorhead right now. All right, let's take a look at the forecast, shall we? I got some information for you. Our system on Sunday from the European model, which is what I showed you last night and this morning, and well, there is a little bit more of a shift to a southerly track on this European model. So keep that in mind. It is so far out. We're talking Saturday, things begin. By Sunday, it's in full swing. There'll be wind, there'll be rain, there'll be snow. So what does a south shift mean? If this is what happens, it shifts that icing potential down to the south while we remain on the cold side of it. So we'll keep you posted. It also means some of the areas in northern North Dakota, northern Minnesota that are very dry and drought-stricken with expanding drought across North Dakota may miss out on some of the abundant moisture from this system. Hi, Roger. Good to see you from Yuma, Arizona. Hallstatt joining as well. Carrie, good to have you. Kelly, Logan, thanks for tagging a friend. You can tag a friend to let them know Hutch is on. as we go through the forecast period. And hey, why not talk about this as well? Another fun thing to talk about. If you've been in the Fargo-Moorhead area and you're out at newsstands, pick up a copy of the Fargo Monthly. My friends there did a write-up on Hutch, and I'm just very impressed. I had no idea it was going to be on the cover. So it's a great article. Thanks again, and it's just a little bit of an update from me on what's going on here. Now, take a look at the heavier bands of snow. Southern Valley into South Dakota. A lot of wind with this system, and the peak of the event will be Sunday and into your Monday morning. That's when the greatest impacts will be. Let's talk about tonight. Now, we have that warm up coming from the west winds. We saw the temperatures right now are in the 40s west and in the 30s east, and even a flurry out toward the central Minnesota area. That's where the best chance of morning flurries will be, is in the area Hutch has circled with his big white crayon here. South-southwest winds. That's a warm wind in the morning, and it could still be gusty first thing. So in answer to your question in Walhalla, yes, we could still have some morning wind, and that blows. And it could be gusty as well. Keep that in mind. Let's highlight your temperature in your hometown. 24 up in Winkler, 29 Grand Forks, 28 as we look into Thief River Falls. Look at this, a little bit cooler as we sneak our way up into that War Road area, 22 degrees there. Lakes country, including Fargo-Moorhead, I anticipate temperatures will be a little bit more friendly and generally near 30 degrees. All right, I see a bunch happenings going on here. Let me see. Halstead joining in. Good to have you on as well. Carrie, thank you so very much. We have back in South Fargo, Avis says, congratulations. I hope your trip, was it to the Branson area that you were? That, I hope, was a good time. Coolidge, Arizona. Kim, gosh, we have them from all over. Thanks for tagging friends there, Avis. I sure appreciate it. Rita, good to have you on board. Sherry, thank you for your support of stars right here on Hutch's Weather. Okay, let's take a peek now, shall we, at what we have going on for your Tuesday. Notice temperatures not too bad, but still on the cooler side. We're going to have more of a northerly component throughout the day, and the wind speed, I should say, will be decreasing. Hi, Justin from Park Rapids, Minnesota. Speaking of which, temperatures tomorrow will be in the mid-30s, pretty pleasant. A little bit of a warm-up for your area in central Minnesota, but a cool down for the rest of us as these north winds will start ushering in a cold that takes hold, and for some, it will feel old. Planning forecast. Morning flurries, mainly north where I circled on the map. Gusts over 30 miles per hour. Then on Wednesday, sun, sun, sun. Thanks, Rick, for the support of stars. I sure appreciate it. Gordon, thank you so much as well. Shelby joining from Wahpeton, thank you. Look at this. How about chill on Thursday? 29 for a high? That's way below average for this time of the year. And not only that, we're going to stay there for a couple of days. Now, it looks like we'll see some snow on Thursday, and there could be a measurable snow in the Southern Valley. So in answer to your question, yes, Brian, it looks like that snow stays mainly in the southern counties, but that does not mean Fargo will be out of the mix. And there's still a couple of days yet while we decide on the precise track. Models don't agree in entirety. Increasing clouds Friday, and look out, as Saturday will bring a chance of some inclement weather. Chance of snow begins increasing in the afternoon Saturday. By Sunday, we'll have bands of heavy snow potential. East winds gusting 40 miles per hour or more will be possible. And it does look like we could have areas in our region, North Dakota, South Dakota, Manitoba, Minnesota, that end up with some travel trouble. So I'll keep you advised of this. This lasts into Monday. Greatest impacts will be the majority of the day on Sunday and into your Monday morning as well. Temperatures will be steady to falling on Monday the way it looks. And depending on how much snow we get and exactly where will dictate the forecast beyond. And that's one of the reasons why Hutch doesn't do a 9, a 7, an 11, a 12, a 24-day forecast. Why? Because the forecast beyond this really relies on what's happening here, right? And if we don't have a great grasp on that, it becomes more difficult to get the details. Let's look at Thursday system first. Colleen, thank you so very much for your stars. Hi from Jamestown. Good to see you on there. It's in Piesic. All right, very good to see you. Corey joining as well in Grand Forks, and hi, everybody. 75 in Mesa right now. Wow, rub it in, rub it in. Okay, hope everything is going good for all of you who are just joining. Here is a peek, and I'm going to go ahead and put the banner on this on Thursday's system. This one looks like it's going to take more of a southerly track down here. We will have a chance at some snow, but it looks like the darker blues indicate where the chance will be the greatest for some snow accumulation. This is a fast-moving system, and the faster it moves through, well, the lower the snowfall potential will be. There will still be measurable snow with this one. It does come with winds here where that'll be strongest where these black lines called isobars are closest together. So less wind north, more wind south. So wind, at least some wind, and snow. This does not look like a terrible travel situation, but the timing on this is going to be Thursday in the late part of the day as you're traveling home from work and into the late evening hours. It zips through pretty quick, and models are indicating that we could have some snow accumulation over a couple of inches down near the South Dakota border. So not much as we go north, more where we saw the darker blue bands setting up and the best chance of some accumulating snow. And again, these snowfall totals, I don't want you to live and pin to Hutch as saying, oh, Hutch is forecasting 4 to 6 inches. Nope, not yet. It's too early to put numbers on it. This is a forecast output from a computer model, but it's guidance. It gives me an idea more of where the track is going to be. As we have more details on the temperature we'll be in, and with temperatures forecast on Hutch's 7-day to be cold, these will be some very fluffy flying flakes of snow, and the accumulations could need to be adjusted from what you're seeing here. Again, best chance, southern counties. All right, let's take a look at that next system, shall we? Here's what the models are showing. This is one model, and this model here is taking a look at your potential for snow track for the system coming through Saturday, Sunday, and into Monday. Look at this. And some models are beginning to advertise that it staples itself here right near Minneapolis and then goes straight north, which means there could be some snow in eastern Minnesota that piles up as we go through Monday into Tuesday. But for now, we're just looking at the path of the snow with regards to where the best chance at accumulating snow will be for the Saturday, Sunday, Monday system. Look at this. And northern parts of the state here with this southerly shift on this particular model, showing that, well, you know what, not as much moisture from the system in the area we need it most in North Dakota. Central Minnesota, not the bullseye of the system as well. But let's take a look at another model, shall we, just to do a quick comparison. This model here shows the track very similar, maybe not as heavy in southern parts of the Dakotas and northern South Dakota. You're in Winkler, you're on the lower end from this particular system. What about Wadena? Hi from Wadena. Sandy, good to have you on board. Nancy, thanks for joining from Stutzman County. And thank you, Rick, for joining once again. Karen also joining from West Fargo. Sandy, hi. A lot on Thursday, question mark. It doesn't look like it for Fargo particularly, but the best chance of some accumulations will be near the South Dakota border. How about another model? This is the European, by the way, the European model showing the track of the storm right here, impacting maybe Highway 2 and points south into South Dakota. Big time snow potential in southern Minnesota from this system. And there is going to be still a chance for some icing with this system, but it looks to be farther south than yesterday's model run. That's the big change. So with the southerly shift, here's the American model. And originally this model was the one that was farther south. It remains farther south. It's more of a South Dakota storm on the American model. So what does Hutch know about this, and what can you take away from it? I'm not trying to confuse anybody with too many models. Really, any one of these solutions that these models are putting out is possible, and more than likely what we will see is some combination thereof. So as we get closer, we'll be able to refine this forecast some more. Barbara Ann, thank you so very much. Thank you for the stars. And it looks like here, Grand Forks School's already 2 hours late. Are you talking about for the weekend? Because I hope I'm not going to school on Sunday. Are you talking about Thursday? Brian says El Nino is weakening, becoming more of a balanced storm track. And not only that, with a weakening El Nino, remember an El Nino is warmer waters off the coast of Peru. Now, if there's warmer waters off the coast of South America, that warmer water lowers the pressure there, and that causes the storm track to dip south. With it weakening, the storm track has shifted back north. So, Brian, you're likely onto something there. And thanks again for pointing that out, because some of those bigger global type patterns can impact our weather over the long haul here in the Dakotas. Not tomorrow, but over the long haul. The average looks definitely stormier over the next several days. Okay, so what we know is it looks like a significant winter event will move out of the Rockies. It will dive through portions of South Dakota, Minnesota. and it is shifting just a pinch to the south over the last couple of model runs. We'll let you know if that trend continues, but we'll keep our eyes on this, and you should keep your eyes on the forecast as well. If you have any travel plans, particularly beginning late Saturday, all day Sunday looks to be the main event. And then into Monday for many of us, particularly our eastern counties. So again, that's the way it looks right now. Here's a look at Hutch's YouTube channel. Love to have you join me there. I continually do updates there. Many of these videos are more of a national idea to them, because the storms that we have here are nationally formed, and well, some of them that move off the West Coast will impact us in the future. Kind of a fun way to look at the weather and how the national pattern may impact us. I'd love to have you on there. Love the likes on your videos. Love your ideas as always. So that's your update for now. I'll look for a couple of questions. Crazy weather is a comment. DJ says, hi from Monoman. Good to have you on board. If you missed this video, please check in with the very latest. I'll go ahead and try to drop a link on here as well into the comments section for both of these here regarding exactly what the deals are with my sponsors over at Robert Gibb & Sons, and they're extending that water heater promotion. So you can follow this link to find out more if you're interested at all. I'll put that on there. I'll also put a link to the old article that was written by my good friends over at Fargo Monthly. It was an awesome honor to be really have them take their time and do a write-up on what Hutch's weather is all about. So there's your water heater link. Here's your Fargo Monthly link. I'd love to have you read that article. Let me know what you think. Thanks so very much for your support, your stars, and your ideas. And I'll see you right back here with an update on your forecast as new model information becomes available. Remember, today will likely be, for many of us, the warmest day of the forecast period. So do what you can. Get out and enjoy. Take your dog for a walk. What? Pedro, what? Okay, I think Pedro wants to go for a walk. Y'all have